Hello everyone, this is Team 4 of MBA 799 final presentation. Our group includes Chu Xiaxu, Bo Yang, Rui Xu, and Jielu Zhu. Today we are going to present the Coca-Cola Company analysis. My first part is introduction. History of Coca-Cola Company. Possibly the oldest and the most successful business in the world is Coca-Cola Company, with 130 years of experience. Coca-Cola was discovered by pharmacist Dr. John S. Pemberton in 1886 in Atlanta. Size of the company. Today, the company sells an average of 1.9 billion bottles of Coca-Cola daily around the world, operating in over 200 countries worldwide. The Coca-Cola Company is recognized as one of the strongest global brands. Products and services. The beverage company has over 500 brands that it sells globally. Its top brands are Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta, Coke Zero, and Minute Maid. Overview of the Coca-Cola Company. The company has employed over 130,600 people in its subsidiaries all over the world. In 2013, the company achieved revenue of $46.9 billion, the highest revenue gained in the beverage industry worldwide. My next part is Coca-Cola competitiveness. The beverage industry is probably one of the most competitive business environments. However, over the last 100 years, Coca-Cola has dominated as a market leader. Competition from the industry is from companies such as Pepsi, Nestle, Dr. Pepper, Snapple Group, 7-Up, and Mountain Dew. As a global company, Coca-Cola faces competition from companies in the United States, other global companies such as Pepsi, and localized companies in individual countries. To remain competitive, one of the strategies employed by Coca-Cola is going global. Quality and the uniqueness of its products is another way of the company remains its competitive edge. Product positioning. For customers who require water, Coca-Cola uses Destiny Water brand to bridge the gap. For cold beverages, there is a traditional Coke. However, recently Coke has developed sugar-free Coke for people particular about sugar and calories. Diet Coke and Coke Zero meets these needs. The Minute Maid line represents the Coca-Cola healthy fresh fruit juices with natural sugars. Fanta is positioned as the best drink for children and the general household, while Sprite is positioned as a mainstream through its sport-related advertising. Pricing strategies. The pricing strategy employed by Coca-Cola is aimed at remaining competitive in the market. Coca-Cola experiences profit despite having low prices due to economics of scale. The huge quantities produced at a single go ensures that the last cost of production is unionized. This means that the company can reap heavy profits even if they offer products cheaply. My last part is challenges and solutions. The company has faced many challenges in its growth. In the Asian countries, where pride themselves in local products, penetration for the company has not been easy. Secondly, the intense competition received from Pepsi has kept Coca-Cola in a consistent defense mode to protect its market share. Thirdly, there have been complaints, especially from the Federation of the Consumers, that Coca-Cola is laden with huge amounts of sugars that are unhealthy for the consumers. Coca-Cola has tackled all these challenges gallantly. In Asia, where the market penetration was almost impossible, they partnered with local beverage companies to enjoy a piece of the profit. While meeting the demands of the consumers, the competition with Pepsi has kept the market department alert. The key motto for Coca-Cola when it comes to their products is to employ responsible marketing. Finally, to fight against diabetes, obesity, and other sugar-related complications. The Minute Maid is a healthy option made from real fruits and beverages with low to zero calories and sugars are available from Coca-Cola.
Hello everyone, I'm Bo. I will introduce Coca-Cola's risk analysis. As the largest beverage company in the world, the Coca-Cola company still has to face a lot of risks. I'd like to analyze Coca-Cola's risks from 4 aspects: supply chain, finance, marketing, and operations. First is supply chain system. For Coca-Cola, the risks come from internal controllable factors, external controllable factors, and external uncontrollable factors. Internal controllable factors can include cost fluctuation and low diversification products. Specifically, we know Coca-Cola business has extended to more than 200 countries, and its production and distribution adopts a franchising model. So, its raw materials have uncertain prices. Also, Coca-Cola just has several kinds of beverage. For keeping products quality, Coca-Cola only has 3 bottling partners. It implies that productivity is limited. As a result, it didn't fulfill the demand at the time of peak seasons. This is external controllable. In addition, some external uncontrollable factors may affect to the firm's business. For example, Coca-Cola suffered lawsuits because of waste of water in some dry lands, and someone criticized that its packaging is not recyclable. All of these things may result to Coca-Cola's revenue, net margin, and stock price. Furthermore, it still has some risks come from finance. This figure depicts the Coca-Cola's income statement evolution. From the chart, we can find that its net margin was decreasing after 2010. Although the firm expects it goes up in the future, the demand for soda is becoming weak with increasing health awareness of customers and the intensive competition among soda products and juice, energy drinks, and flavored waters. Thus, it will be not easy to have a large increase on net margin in the future. On the other hand, the debate was huge since 2011. This figure shows Coca-Cola's finance leverage. Increasing finance leverage means high bankrupt risk. Also, in the marketing, strong advertising and dampened demand make risks. Because of competition, Coca-Cola's product prices are just slightly higher than competitors, but the strong advertising incurs the higher cost. As a result, the profits are lower. Of course, more and more people have paying attention to their health, such as diabetes and obesity. This leads to a decrease in sweetener intake or soda demand. Finally, with a huge market, Coca-Cola may suffer from some risks which come from external environment, such as the change of foreign exchange rate and the interest rate. Also, when political stability has been broken in some countries, or economic recession will affect to Coca-Cola's business. All of these risks may lead Coca-Cola's business fail, even bankrupt. Therefore, Coca-Cola has to make appropriate strategies to avoid them.
Hi, I'm Ray. Let's talk about the past strategy of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola progressed from a cocaine-infused elixir in 1886 to a sugary drink available everywhere by 1929. Currently, people in more than 200 countries drink 1.9 billion servings of Coca-Cola every day. In the past, Coca-Cola applied 7 strategies to make its product famous. The first one, it started with a unique market-tested formula. It was strong as a mixture of alcohol and cocaine in the Civil War, but in 1886 they were enforced to manufacture non-alcoholic drinks by Atlanta prohibition laws. In 1903, they removed cocaine from the drink and made the drink according to the market test formulas. Second, its logo used a timeless font. Prompton standardized the Coca-Cola logo in 1923 in sponsoring script. The third, it was distributed in a popularity bottle. Its shape was resembled with a Coke pod and distributed in popularity bottles. The fourth, they adopted the strategy to keep its consumer price fixed for 70 years. For example, a bottle of Coke cost only 5 cents from 1886 to 1959. Fifth, they supplied retailers with Coca-Cola swag, posters and festoons for decorations and cylinders and clocks for customers. They fixed the unrelated products to their brand. Sixth, retailers were made accountable for sustaining its high standards and preserving the drinking at 36 degrees Fahrenheit and never served the drink above 40 degrees to make it a premium product. Seventh, they initiated coupon systems and offered 10% products were distributed freely to generate brand awareness from 1887 to 1920 under the advertisement of drinking Coca-Cola, delicious and refreshing. Coca-Cola has first introduced the franchise with Benjamin F. Thomas and Joseph B. Whitehead in 1899, and now there are above 250 franchises in the world. Let's talk about present strategies. There are 3 strategies. The first one is one brand strategy. Formerly, the company produced 4 types of products with different features. For example, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Zero Coke, and Coke Life for the different target market of United Kingdom, but no response comes due to the less knowledge of the drink. That is why they adopted one brand strategy to help the customers to choose the products that best fitted. Second, differentiation strategy for brand equity and brand loyalty. Maintain brand loyalty and brand equity by satisfying customers and providing quality beverages all over the world. Differentiating attributes of the product from Pepsi by innovation. Coca-Cola spends 20% on advertisement to differentiate the product. Company differentiated itself through soft shell approach, diversification, and introduced a new product. For example, lemon Coke, vanilla Coke, and cherry Coke, by concentrating on the main product, Coca-Cola. The packaging, shapes, and colors of the Coca-Cola soda products are diversified and adapted to the target and to the moment of consumption. The third, promotional strategies. Coca-Cola adopted the strategy of promoting its product through brand ambitions. This strategy is very successful. People are attracting more towards the products promoted by their heroes. Then we talk about corporate social responsibility model and sustainability. The first one, employees CSR and community CSR. CSR model of Coca-Cola shows the commitment and fair treatment of their employees who work for them with dignity. Coca-Cola engages in 90% or more production with a local resource by the local people. They are the lifeblood of the company. Coca-Cola Company also involves in economic activities such as providing opportunities for the unemployed people by providing employment to expand the community. The second is water. The company makes an assessment of water on a long-term basis. Their target is to protect the future sustainability of water resources by returning 100% of the wastewater to the environment by investing in community-based water programs by 2020. They are sustaining by minimizing water footprint, which is the key factor in the business strategy. The aim is to manufacture every liter of the product by using 1.2 liters of water in all process. The third, energy and climate protection. They reduce the amount of energy through different safety measures and reduce the carbon emissions from cold drinks up to 50% by 2020, and expanding business without increasing the amount of carbon in the environment. The fourth is recycling. Recycling of the waste water contains aluminum, glass, and steel material, helping recycling industry and the packing industry to ensure 100% cans and bottles are recycled and properly packed. Fifth is health campaigns, providing health checkups and medicines through medical campaigns in different hospitals and clinics, and providing health education to the people of rural areas, and provided 24 hours emergency service to children and elders. Then talk about the sustainability of CSR activities. Company aim is to promote sustainability in different communities, constantly contributing to the welfare of the society, making partnerships with other partners, for example, recycling industry, packaging industry, community members, and the societies to ensure fair working, and maximum profit through valuing their shareholders. And to sustain the reputation of the company, it needs to strengthen local economic bodies and adopting social and cultural norms. Coca-Cola identifies its sustainability priority through coordination and meeting. Let our group member Jielu talk about the next part.
Let me introduce the next part, overall analysis. In order to forecast the income statement, it assumed three scenarios: the base scenario, the best scenario, and the worst scenario. All the data, including the forecasted data, are stemmed from Coca-Cola 2014 annual report. According to the Table 1, Income Statement 5-year forecast, the income statement will keep reduced in the future 5 years. According to the analysis report, the revenue of Coca-Cola in 2012 is 48.017 billion, while it is 46.854 billion in 2013. The scale of the decrease is approximately 2.42%, and between year 2013 and year 2014, this rate stays around 1.83%, so the change rate between those 2 years is 25%. Assume that the scale of decrease keeps changing in this rate. The revenue in 2016 will be 45.174 billion, and the scale of the decrease will hit 0.77%, which less than 1%. According to the annual report of Coca-Cola 2014, the prospect of finance is getting better. As a result, there is a reason for people to believe the overall situation of Coca-Cola is getting better. However, the change rate of the scale of the decrease might getting higher doesn't mean that the revenue of Coca-Cola will be higher than it is in 2015. The reason is also obvious. The major competitor, Pepsi, is killing Coca-Cola in the market. In 2014, The market share of Pepsi in soda water area surpassed Coca-Cola. The overall market share of Pepsi is now on 4.4%, while Coca-Cola barely maintained it over 4.0%. As a result, the expansion of Pepsi will get Coca-Cola in a deadly situation. For the other thing, more and more people start to focus their healthy diet. The major products of Coca-Cola are definitely not on any of their healthy diet. And even Pepsi has its no-sugar version Coke. All these facts makes people believe that Coca-Cola's overall situation will be even worse. In that case, the worst scenario is based on even a lower change rate of the decreasing speed of Coca-Cola's revenue, as it shows in Table 3. The revenue in 2019 will even below 43.789 billion that are lower than the revenue in 2009. With the decrease of income, the total current asset of Coca-Cola is still increased. Although the change rate is low, it is still increasing. Up to 2019, the total assets will nearly hit 40 billion. However, for the worst scenario, the total asset will only be 36.975 billion. As it shows in Table 6, it is based on the change between year 2012 to year 2015. According to the cash flow report, the net income keeps decrease as it is listed in Table 7. Although the change rate of their investing activities is tended to be steady, the overall situation is still not optimistic. Assume the change of its net income is higher than the average balance between year 2012 to year 2014, which will make it as the best scenario. The net income will still around 7.608 billion. However, in the worst case scenario, the net income will entirely below 7.6 billion in 2019. In conclusion, the overall situation of Coca-Cola is not optimistic. However, according to the cash flow and the revenue, Coca-Cola is still standing on a chance depends on whether it can fight better in the market share battlefield.